Welcome to the Spiritual Awakening with Shaz podcast, where we unlock the power within and navigate the journey of your self-discovery together. I'm Shaz, your spiritual mentor and life coach, here to help you tap into your inner guidance system and manifest your best life. Whether you're just beginning your spiritual journey or looking to deepen your practice, this podcast offers insights, techniques, and inspiration to elevate your consciousness and transform your reality. Get ready to shine your light and embrace your true potential. Remember, the answers are inside you. Let me be your guide on earth. Welcome to the Spiritual Awakening podcast with Shaz. I'm your host, Shaz. Today I'm going to talk about something very raw and real for many women out there, and that's the powerful season of life when we start going through menopause or the change of life. That includes mood swings, that midlife crisis, the end of the old identity, saying goodbye to motherhood or the chance of motherhood, and how that upsets, impacts, and influences our daily life, our well-being, and the relationships that we have with us and our family. A lot of people think when you get into the menopausal age that it's actually the end of life. It's the end of one version of you, who you are, or who you thought you were going to be, when it's actually a great new beginning. Yes, it does end a cycle. It ends a period of your life that, depending on who you are and how you go about it, can be quite easy, fun, joyful, and others suffering, moody, horrid. It is about change of life. The big thing that a lot of people struggle with is they consider it an old person's thing. So whether you start going through early menopause, perimenopause, or menopause symptoms in your 30s, 40s, 50s, or 60s, depending on how it shows up in your life, impacts many, many different women in many, many different ways. It is not the end. It is not chaotic, and it doesn't have to worn you down. And if you go out there and have conversation with women, and I'm on a lot of Facebook groups that talk about perimenopause and going into the hell cycle of life, it is bad. So they like to tell you. But I'm here to tell you that you can actually change the way menopause shows up in your life, in your body, through mindset, through understanding, and through balancing your own inner understanding of life. We are a series of beliefs, and beliefs are simply thoughts that we keep thinking. And these beliefs, when other people tell us that menopause is hell and we go through all these mood swings and we have all these night sweats and we have all these problems and it upsets us, that's absorbed energy. And we can take on those symptoms. Don't get me wrong, I know plenty of women that do. But you also have a powerful choice in life whether you accept it or not. I actually went through hell with my periods and my cycle due to having fibroids and menstrual problems since I was 16 years old. And when I ended up having my hysterectomy at 37, I turned around and I said, I'm not doing menopause. And I haven't done it since. I've been told that I've been in perimenopause or menopausal stages of life since I was 40, 42 years old through multiple blood tests. The last blood test I had, I asked about menopause and they said, there's nothing there and there's nothing to worry about. I don't have menopausal symptoms because I manage and maintain the way I think, my moods, my emotions, and I clear all the energy associated with it. And I'm here to tell you that you can too. You just need to give yourself permission to stop judging yourself, start honoring who you really are, and let go of the mindset and the fear. All of the fear associated with menopause simply comes back to fear of getting old. I have a beautiful book that I want to share with you, and it is The Secret Language of Your Body by Inna Segal. And I've probably talked about it before in a couple of other episodes when we're talking about emotions and physical problems and things like that. Because I do believe that every single symptom in your body, and menopause is a symptom, it's not a disease, and it's not something that you have to go through. And go and talk to multitudes of women. There are plenty of women out there who are not going through the menopausal hell that others are. Menopausal problems have all these symptomatic fears associated with it. I'm just going to read from the book for you, right? It's about fear of aging, feeling unworthy of love and attention, feeling sorry for yourself, fear of not being attractive, rejecting your feminine side, feeling useless, or pasture used by date. Now, what is one common thing that I talk to with other women when they're going through menopause? They all have those fears. They all have those thoughts. They all think that life is getting over. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not attractive enough. Oh my God, I'm getting gray hair. They don't embrace this side of womanhood. But when you do it, it literally changes everything. It changes your whole life. You are in control of your thoughts. You are in control of your feelings. You are then in control of your behaviors, which then change the way you have results in your life. This is the way the mind works. This is the way life works around you. If you don't like what's going on in your life, change your thinking first, and then change your feelings about it. If you embrace this period of life, this new awakening, this new identity, because literally that's all it is, it's a new identity or archetype that you're stepping into. And if you powerize that version of self and step into it with joy, it can become something so simple and so easy. It's holding on to something that you don't want to let go of, that rejection of the old self, of not realizing that we do have to evolve and move through to become different versions of self. And when you let go of all of that, this is where your symptoms ease. Mood swings, hot flushes, hormonal imbalances, acne, sweats, all sorts of symptoms can and will disappear when you take control of how you think about it, how you perceive it, and you work on healing the inner being. A lot of people fall down and go into deep depression and darkness during this menopausal period because of the symptoms in their body. And then they overplay it, overthink it, and become even worse than they were before it started. But mentally, because they're not really owning how it's all coming about for them. Life goes on every single day. We move through it. Go and ask someone outside of menopause and when they're out the other end of it, when all the symptoms have settled down, and they do embrace becoming that grandmother, that older woman, that wise older person who knows exactly what she wants, who she is, and where she's going. It's usually when we find greater depths of our true identity. There is a big link between perimenopause and disconnection of self, of not understanding who you are inside. Because you're not the person that can become the mother. You're not the same woman that you were before. You feel one of two ways, right? Because it can go both ways, either highly sexualized or have a very low libido. You think you're not pretty. You start to notice aging spots or gray hairs or wrinkles here and there. And your self-judgment, that critical factor inside of you that judges everything, puts you down. Aging is a beautiful process. We all do it. It's all about how you claim to be, that identity that you choose to show up as, that you rise to become. These are all choices that we have. Mood swings are actually messages for us to show us what is truly going on inside our thinking. What is the mood swing about? What are the thoughts in our head? Are they good quality thoughts or are they negative, judgmental things that you or other people have said to each other? Always remember, when you're judging someone else or somebody else is judging you, they're just a mirror for what you believe inside. If you don't like it, change it. Choose better thoughts. Think better things. Uplift yourself. You have the ability to change your whole energy, your whole vibration by your actions. But before you get to action, before you get to behavior, you first have to change your thought and feelings about it. It's really hard to change your thoughts to something good when you're thinking, oh my God, look at this age spot, look at this fat, look at this, look at that. Quite frankly, the only person that truly cares about it is you. And if you're unfortunately with a partner that likes to criticize you because you are aging as well, this is not the type of energy that you want to be attracting. And their reflection is a reflection of themselves. So always consider what they are judging you on are things they don't like about themselves. So you can heal and uplift it together. It changes the way you perceive so many things. This period of perimenopause and menopause opens up intuitive connection. It changes your empathy. It changes your ability to feel more deeply. Yes, it raises all sorts of things, but your perspective on life truly changes. And especially as you step up into it, you become more aware of other people and have more compassion for those women who went before you. It is up to you how you choose to embrace it, embody it, and do what you need to do with it. But for each moment that you're going through, the ups and the downs, the problems and things, sit back and ask yourself, what is the thoughts going on in my head? What am I thinking about? What am I telling myself? What am I thinking about other people? What am I thinking about myself? What are the emotions that are riding me? What are the emotions that are the most prominent in my energy and aura right now? And how much do they matter? A lot of us start fearing the future. We start wondering, are we going to be attractive or seen or heard, or how much better or worse is it going to get? But in it, when you focus too much on the future, you lose the essence of who you are right now. Change your presence and become very present in the moment. And ask yourself, what is great about life? What is great about this process? How can you change your belief system around menopause and perimenopause? How can you alter how you show up in it? Because if you believe that it is horrible and mood swings and hot flushes and all the bad symptoms are part and parcel and you must go through them because that's a belief, which is an reoccurrent thought that runs around in your head, that is what will happen because, quite frankly, this is the basis of any law of attraction scenario. What you think becomes, right? If you believe that is the truth, that is how it will be so. It is up to you to alter your beliefs. And we do get to change them every single day, every single way that we can with our own internal thoughts. A lot of what's going on and the reason these symptoms come to fore and the problems arise is actually for you to process them. They're sub triggers of the subconscious mind that want you to go and look at, what are you thinking? What are you feeling? How do you show up? How is the world around you reacting to your own vibration? Because that's what it's all about, right? We all complain about the reaction of, oh my God, I'm too sensitive, or this is happening to me, and all these judgments are happening and whatever's going on. But it's also about how you show up. If you show up loving people and complimentary and kind and compassionate, that is all you're going to attract. That is the like against like. But if you show up judging other people and picking on people, and if you make fun of people having menopause, trust me, your own menopausal symptoms when they come is going to be 10 times worse. It's the karmic attraction. We all think karma is a bad thing of it's like compensance and so forth. But karma is created in our own mind and our own thoughts. Your judgment of someone going through this and lack of sympathy or empathy for them and understanding also creates that in yourself because we don't understand what we don't know. And in order to gain knowledge, we have to experience or feel those things. If you don't want to experience and feel them, change the thought pattern on it. Change the feeling that you have about it. Find compassion, find empathy, find healing, find love. Love and acceptance. Understand your worth. Understand your value. Become who you choose to be, not who you're molded to be or what everybody else told you had to be. You get the choice to accept or deny anything each and every day. It is up to you to break down those choices. Let go of the old identities. Let go of the old archetypes. Step into the power of you. Choose your solution, your direction, your focus, your purpose. These are all things in your control. There are many, many people out there who are going to tell you that you can't control your hormones, you can't control the symptoms, you can't control any of this. Well, I say, yes, you can. Because I did. I don't do menopause. I don't have menopausal symptoms, and I don't want them, through the fact that when I sit in fear or I have the problems of unworthiness, I rewrite the story in my own mind with my true thoughts and beliefs of self. I love myself unconditionally. I accept all of who I am. I embrace this version, this identity of self, and you can too. But you have to want to. You have to get out of the victim mentality of this is happening to me. I lack control. I don't have choices. I'm stuck. Oh, there's nothing else I can do. I just have to put up with it. No, you don't. You do have choices. You have a mind, you have a body, you have an intuition, you have connection back to God. And God can heal anything if you let Him. Release the fear of aging, release the fear of unworthiness. Accept and embrace who you're becoming. Step into that power. It changes everything. Honor your body. Love your body. Nurture your body. If you are kind to your body and you nurture it and you, like, instead of when you do your beauty routine or whatever creams or everything you're rubbing into your body, instead of looking into the mirror and hating myself and I'm putting this on there so I don't age, love yourself as you do it. Put the cream on with the thought that this is so healthy for me and I'm honoring myself to make myself more acceptable and adjustable to what's come and protecting myself from anything, rather than, oh my God, I've got to put this wrinkle cream on because heaven help me if I get wrinkles and people judge me because my face or my skin isn't perfect. Mindset matters in all ways. The way you think, the way you feel, the way you look at yourself, the way you talk to yourself. These are all things that are very important in managing and maintaining any health scenario, but especially through this menopausal time. You can make it hard on yourself or you can make it easy on yourself. These are the choices you have. If you do this with ease and grace, acceptance and love, and you stop criticizing yourself, beating yourself down, your symptoms will ease. In fact, they'll practically disappear. It is up to you. This is about your own spiritual, mental, physical well-being and growth. This is why this is an awakening time, because this is one of the few times where your body is actually giving you things that you can't ignore. And that's your intuition talking to you. It's telling you to change, to adjust. A lot of women get to the phase of life where they're in perimenopause or going into menopause, and they decide they don't like their whole career, they don't like their whole life, they don't like their partner, they don't like their kids, and they want to just run away. There's many people that have been through it, and through the clients that I connect with and the women that I do coaching with, they all feel that based on what is really going on inside of them, and then they call it hormones. This is just menopause. This is just a midlife crisis. That's making excuses for what's really going on. It is just the one easy way that your body can show you what you need to face, what you need to honor, and how you need to stand up to accept all of you. You can ground your energy. Each day, you can change the way you see yourself. You can love yourself. If you imagine every single morning placing your hands on your heart, a beautiful pink bubble of love and acceptance surround you, and find gratitude and appreciation for self, you will change so many things in life. Okay, if you're having a mood swing, what is the mood? What is the emotion that's riding you? What is the problem that's risen to the surface for you to confront, to let go, to alter your perception on, to change the story? Because whatever problems you've ever been through, first and foremost, you overcome them already. Don't allow them to ride you, to bring you down, to take you back to where it was. You won. Stay in that winner's mindset. Choose grace, choose ease, choose freedom. These are all choices we have daily. But too many people don't let us do it. It only takes a few minutes to ground that energy, to sit there, believe, and tell yourself nice things. Affirmations are really important. Mirror work is fantastic. EFT or tapping to tap in new thought processes. Forgiveness work, Ho'oponopono, all of these processes can help you change your thoughts. Because when you change your thoughts, you change your feelings. When your feelings have changed, that is where we are able and will change our behavior. If you don't like the behavior that you're exhibiting, go and look at what you're feeling and why. In whatever scenario of life, this is the process, the way the brain works. Because it is that behavior that gains the result. And underlying it are hidden feelings or hidden thoughts, and they're usually programmed things in our mind said to us or done to us by other people that we've accepted as gospel. We don't have to do that. Our thoughts are of our own making. You choose what you think. You choose what you believe. And beliefs are simply thoughts that you keep thinking. It is up to you how you choose them, how you work it out. You need to learn to set boundaries. You need to say no to people that are doing things that step over the line. You need to stand up for yourself. The reason menopause becomes so hard is because this is the part of the life where you need to own your worthiness and your identity and have strong boundaries. It's actually the biggest area of life where most women learn to say no. Unfortunately, it's usually because they can't cope and they're having a meltdown and they go into it to fuck off. But that is still what needs to be done. But you can do it in better ways by having clear boundaries, having clear guidelines of what you accept and what you don't accept. And you can't accept something from someone else that you don't accept from self, and vice versa. You can't demand something from someone else that you don't give to yourself. Always remember, we are only receiving what we allow. It is up to you to choose. What are those boundaries? I don't allow people to treat me in bad ways. That is not allowed here. I don't accept people's judgment. I don't accept criticism from others. If you say something that negatively impacts me, I'm always looking internally as to why did that hurt my feelings? Because that's about me, not about you. And I'll thank you for that experience, because it can only upset or impact me when I'm ready to change that thought process in the first place. That's what mood swings are. They are there to give you clear guidance to awaken to the truth of what you really believe and to embody that, to own it, to show up as it confidently, courageously, brilliantly, to step into that power of the goddess energy. Because ultimately that's what menopause is, leading us to goddess, leading us to freedom. Because once you're through the other side, we don't stand for anything. You do you based on your choices, and you live life according to your own needs. It's where you stop putting other people before you, where you rise yourself to the podium of where you're meant to be. And you do things because you want to, because it's in your heart center to do so, or it's perfectly aligned with what you need, not because you feel obligated or not because you feel guilty, but because you choose to. And trust me, when you don't choose to do things and you show up out of obligation or guilt or pressurized energy from other people or doing things that you don't want to do, these menopause and perimenopause symptoms are going to be 10 times worse. Ask yourself what your body is wanting from you. How is it communicating with you? Because that's all symptoms are. It is intuitive communication from your soul via the frequency of your body, because it is the one thing that you will pay attention to. So if you're unhappy in this menopausal phase, or you're going through symptoms that are really bullying you and bringing you down and making you feel like death warmed up, that you don't want to get out of bed and you can't cope anymore, start with gentleness, love, acceptance of self. When no one else can be kind to you, be kind to yourself. It's actually nobody else's job to do that for you. It is yours and yours alone. Create ritualistic practice. Show up as you are. Speak kindly to yourself. Look in the mirror and tell yourself that you love yourself. Embrace all of you. Honor all of you. If you do something wrong, apologize, forgive yourself, let it go. But please find the humanity, the blessing of this life that you have. That beautiful goddess, that wonderful mother, nurturer, woman, power inside of you. Because all of this is wisdom. It is greater knowledge of who you are, how you're showing up in the world, and you get to offer this beautiful wisdom to others and share it wisely. Because you never know what you can say that can make a difference in the world to many other people. Don't misjudge anyone. Don't put them down. Don't say anything about anyone that you don't really mean, because ultimately, whatever you're saying about them is the reflection of themselves. And if you don't like it, go and look in the mirror and find out why you have allowed yourself to feel that way, because you certainly deserve better. This is not something you need to figure out by yourself, but trust me, the mood swings and the problems that you're having energetically are thoughts and unwanted aspects of life that are no longer aligned with who you are. That is why the symptoms show up so bad. That is why there's so many problems, because it's time to fix your thinking and the feelings that you have inside of yourself, about yourself. Not anybody else, about you. And you are so worth so much more than you give yourself credit for. We are God source light beings that are fabulous, amazing, brilliant creators. And this creative part is phenomenally powerful when you use it from the right perspective, from the right energy, when you take control, step into that driver's seat and become all you can be. If you're struggling on this journey, come and book a healing, get a Reiki balance, get a chakra balance. Come and identify the emotions that you're ready to release. But don't suffer through it. Don't hold on to it. Please let it go and embrace what's coming. It's a new phase of life. It's a new uplifting connection. It is new understanding of your soul. And this is really where we step into our purpose and follow our true soul's guidance and step up and become so much more than we ever were before. One, because we have time, but two, because we won't take bullshit of other people. We will stand up for ourselves and we will decide what's really important. We get sidetracked in our younger years of putting our needs aside to raise our families and be everything for everyone else. But you really can't be everything for everyone else until you are everything for yourself. And it comes around a time where you need to do that. And it's healthy and beautiful to take time to honor who you are. So if you're being stuck and you're wondering what on earth all this is all about, go and ask yourself, who are you really? What is the identity that you have today? Because our identity changes. That's what growth's all about. We garner new aspects of self. We open up to so much more than what we really are in each given moment by each lesson that we learn along the way. Choose who you want to be. Show up as you really are. And be kind, first to yourself and then to everyone else. Because that's what life's all about, right? Teaching each other, supporting each other, being community for them, loving them, and carrying them through the journey. If you're really ready to go deep and you want deeper help to clear this phase, to get rid of these symptoms and take control of your life and your body, and most of all your mind, DM me Awaken on Instagram and let's have a chat to see what coaching or practice that I can give you that can help you on your way. You are not here to do it alone. There is plenty of help out there. But you first have to make the first step. Nobody else can do it for you. You cannot drag someone kicking and screaming into a healing journey. You have to decide you are worth it. And you are worth the whole world, the universe, everything, because you matter. The universe is so much better because you're in it, and we are not here to suffer. We are not here to be bogged down. We are not here to go through this turmoil. We are here to fly free, to embrace all of ourselves and to show up in wonder. Thank you for listening, and I really appreciate your time and energy. You do have the ability to take control of this, and I'm here to help if you need it. Until next time. Thanks for listening to the Spiritual Awakening with Shaz podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below so you don't miss an episode. You can also follow us on Facebook with the links below. Until next time, trust your intuition and let your spirit soar.